Hello, welcome back to Sijo's classroom. My name is Sijo V. George. The main points which we are going to discuss in this video. First one, separating the components of a mixture. Second one, physical and chemical changes. Third one, what are the types of pure substances? Let's see what are the methods used to separating the components of a mixture. Evaporation, centrifugation, decantation using separating funnel, sublimation, chromatography, distillation and crystallization. Evaporation. In this process, we can separate two components of mixture in which one can evaporate. Let's see what are the application of evaporation. We can get a dye from ink by evaporation process. Ink is a mixture of water and dye. In this picture, we can observe that water molecules get evaporated with the presence of heat. Second method is centrifugation. The method of separating denser particles and lighter particles from a mixture by using a centrifuging machine is called centrifugation. For example, if we take some milk in a centrifuging machine and spin it rapidly, the cream separate from the milk because cream is less denser than milk. Another method of separating components of a mixture is decantation by using separating funnel. The method is used for separating a mixture of immiscible liquids. Liquids separate into different layers depend on their densities. For example, if we take a mixture of kerosene and water in a separating funnel, it forms separate layers of kerosene and water. The water can be separated by opening the stopcock. After the water flows out, the stopcock can be closed. In this picture, we can see that the immiscible liquids forms separate layers. Next method is sublimation. This method is used to separate a mixture of sublimable component from a non-sublimable component by heating the mixture. Application for sublimation such a mixture contain camphor, anthracene, naphthalene and ammonium chloride. On the basis of this picture, we can easily separate the ammonium chloride from the mixture by using the process of sublimation. Another method used for separating the components of a mixture, chromatography. This method is used to separate colored components from a liquid by using filter paper or blotting paper. For example, put a drop of ink near one end of a strip of filter paper and dip the one end of the filter paper in a test tube containing water. Ink is the mixture of two or more colors. The component which is more soluble in water rises fast and get separated. On the basis of given figure, separation of dyes in black ink using chromatographic method. Sixth method is distillation. This is a method used for separating a mixture of miscible liquids by boiling the mixture, cooling and condensing the vapor. Next, what is meant by simple distillation? It is used to separating mixture of miscible liquids having sufficient difference in their boiling point. This picture is related to simple fractional distillation. This technique is used for the separation of different gases from air and different fractions from petroleum products, etc. Last method of separating the component from a mixture. Purification of solids by crystallization. Crystallization is the process of obtaining a pure solid in the form of crystal from its solution. Example: dissolve about 5 gram of copper sulfate in a minimum amount of water. Filter the solution to remove impurities. Evaporate the solution in a china dish to get pure crystals. Application of crystallization. First point, purification of salt that we get from seawater. Second, separation of crystal of alum from impure samples. On the basis of NCERT textbook, most important point we are going to discuss now, that is, what are the difference between physical changes and chemical changes. Physical change. This change is temporary and reversible. In the case of chemical change, this change is permanent and irreversible. At the same time, physical change, there is no formation of new products. In the case of chemical change, there is formation of new products. At the same time, physical change, there is no energy change in these changes. At the same time, the energy change is either absorbed or evolved in these changes. For example, melting of ice for physical change, and the case of chemical change, wood burning. Let us conclude the last topic of this chapter. What are the types of pure substances? All the elements and compounds are pure substances because they contain only one kind of particles. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chloride, iodine, etc. are pure substances. Water, chloride solution, hydrochloric acid, camphor, etc. are pure substances. I hope you understand the concepts of this chapter. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel and press bell icon for getting notification of my new videos. See you soon.